to Bubble and Pop. I'm Pop, and today I'll be showing you how to make this easy LPS chalkboard, perfect for your classrooms and schools. So, the items you will need will be a cardboard, scissors, a black permanent marker, or you could use black paint, 2 clips that are the same size, so you can put them onto the board. Wait, this one, so they can actually stand, and one came off then, but yes. And some white liquid paper, whiteout paints, anything that is white with a small kind of tip, so that with the numbers on the chalkboard you can write it easily. If you're using paint, I suggest a very small paintbrush or a toothpick. So let's start with the chalkboard. First, you'll get your cardboard and draw out how big you would like your chalkboard to be. And then you can cut it out. And before you cut it out, of course, you can get your permanent marker and start colouring in it all black, like so. And I'll come back when I'm finished. But of course, you can do this after you cut out your chalkboard. Make sure you try not to paint yourself. But anyway, once you've done this, you can cut it out. And yes, once you cut it out, just leave it to dry so that paint doesn't get everywhere or it doesn't smudge. And you don't have to colour in specific lines, because a chalkboard looks messy at the end with all the chalk, so it doesn't matter which direction you paint. Time to cut. So I'll get my scissors. And you can cut a little less than you actually sketch. See how I left that bit out? So once you've cut out your rectangle and it's dried, what you need to do next is get out your white paint or liquid marker or whiteout and give it a good shake. Shake, 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 shake. Yeah! Let's do the shake. Din, 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 din. So once it's all shaken up, I'm still kind of shaking it, you can start to write down maths problems. So let's write okay. 5 times 6. Whoa. Okay, 5 times 6 equals 30. Sorry about shaking the camera then if it did something. Equals, and I'll write 30. Okay, I'll just write 30 and I'll come back. Okay, so I've written that maths problem, and I might do a few more, like maybe division signs, percent signs, fractions around it, so it actually looks like a maths chalkboard. So as you can see with this one that Bubble did earlier, it looks like this, and she used 5 plus 8 equals 12, and times tables around, and yes, then the one that I made has different times tables and numbers all around, so that's what I'm going to do now. And it looks like Bubble made a tiny little mistake with adding, because 8 plus 4 equals 12, but you get the point. Maybe the teacher put a problem, and if it's a true or false. So it doesn't matter if you get any maths problems wrong, if you spell something wrong, because it could be a true or false. So yeah, once you've written everything down, you can close up the whiteout and just wait for it to dry. Of course, while you're waiting for it to dry, you can go ahead and try to do some more projects, like maybe making a book box for the classroom so you can put all your books in. And there will be a DIY coming on that one day soon. some mysteries. So look out for it if you would like to make a book box. But yeah, you can just make all these things that could go into a class. And if you go on Pawson TV, a shout out to her, she makes these really awesome books for classrooms, which you can, of course, watch her video and see how to make them. And or you can make your own books like what I did here one day. So yes, just you can create anything while you wait for it to dry. While it was drying, I also made a little math sheet with maths problems on it, which was an awesome idea as this has maths problems. So anyway, now that it's dry, it's time for the last step. Time to get your clips out, and of course they can be any size, and you open up these clips like this, and then you just clip it on like that. And to make sure it's extra secure, you just push the cardboard in all the way through. So it depends how big your board is. It depends, like, if your clip is big, make sure you have a bit bigger board. So I'm going to see, now I saw that, I am now going to get the clips these size so I can put it on, whoa, that was fresh, like that, so it can actually stand. Now I'll put one more, and yes, so that's the whole reason why we put this on, so it can stand up straight by itself. So I'm going to put the other one on and see you in after I've done. So yes, this is the finished product of the chalkboard, and if it doesn't stand for the clips or anything, of course what you could do is get your chalkboard and maybe get another item that you've made, like this computer that I've made, and I'll put that on in another video too, and you just hover it over like that so it can stand. So that's another way if you don't want to use the clips, or if it didn't balance well, because I'm not sure if it will balance well or not. It depends on your flooring and how heavy the board is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this DIY, and please request any other ones below in the comments. Subscribe and like, and have an amazing day. Bye!